I'm sure you guys have probably all heard about the all-new 2024 Ram Revolution electric pickup truck. And while this is still a concept vehicle, we still don't know everything about it, but of course I wanted to tell you guys what we currently know and also give you guys my own opinions about it. So starting off here, the new Ram Revolution concept maximizes the potential of the new upcoming body-on-frame architecture, which is the STLA frame. Now this frame helps to provide the truck with a larger wheelbase, which is about 4 inches longer than the 2023 Ram 1500, and of course this helps to provide space for the large battery. Now this 4-inch longer wheelbase also results in extra cabin space and enhanced comfort for the passengers. One thing that's cool about the new Ram Revolution EV is that it also does have full underbody aero panels and an active diffuser in the rear to of course help aerodynamic drag and improve battery range. Moving over to the front of the new Ram Revolution, it is a complete redesign and it does have an illuminated Ram badge. It also does have a pretty large substantial skid plate and hidden tow hooks. And moving on to some of the functional features of the new Ram Revolution, we can go to the bed of the truck and take a look at the brand new Ram box. This redesigned Ram box cargo management system, they've actually given it 2 tiers for this model, and of course that does give you more storage space with partitions to better organize your cargo, and also does have rings to use as anchor points. Moving on to the tailgate, of course this tailgate was built with accessibility in mind. It's of course a powered 50-50 split multifunction tailgate. It features a remote open and close functionality and also houses bed extender doors on the inside, which conveniently flip up to contain the extended length of the truck bed. Now what's cool about the Ram Revolution EV is that it also does have an extendable truck bed. So, you know, whether you're looking for extra space for hauling or if you just need more space for a workstation, the powered truck bed extends and retracts within seconds. Now also stretching the entire length of the cabin, it does have powered side steps which extend when the Grand Saloon doors open. Now of course that's another name for suicide doors, just like you would see on a Rolls-Royce, where the rear doors actually open the other way as the front doors. So pretty interesting concept that they would want to add this for the Ram Revolution pickup truck. Not really sure what the motivation was behind that, but I mean, I guess it's cool. But one more thing to note about the actual cabin is that it doesn't have any B-pillars. So if you look at those suicide doors, there's nothing actually in the center of the 2 doors separating the first and second rows. Moving on to the wheels, now of course this thing does come with 24-inch wheels, which to me seems a little bit overkill for something that's supposed to be a work truck, but I guess they're just trying to, you know, make it a cool design, and of course 24-inch wheels would look cooler, I guess. But of course, if you're going to be taking a truck like this off-roading, then you definitely want to have some smaller wheels in order to fit some beefier tires on those wheels. Which, to be honest, I'm not sure if anybody buying this truck will actually take it off-road. But if you ever want to, then I definitely would recommend not using the 24-inch wheels. Now back to the interior space, Ram did decide to, of course, capitalize on the proportions offered by the STLA frame. The Ram Revolution does offer more rear legroom and comfort to recline than the 2023 Ram 1500. It also does feature a different type of material across the seats, dash, doors, and center console, which they describe as a bio-based apple leather trim and mesh weave with 74% post-consumer polyester recycled from water bottles. Now that's a mouthful of words to say, but basically it just means that they're becoming more sustainable. Now, one of the most interesting upgrades, in my opinion, is the fact that they have a 3rd row in this truck. Now, I don't think I've ever seen a pickup truck with 3 rows of seating, but the Ram Revolution finally did introduce a 3rd row for a pickup truck. Now, it's not going to be a typical 3rd row. It's basically just like, they call them jump seats, and they unfold from the midgate to accommodate extra passengers. And they also do feature a removable lower portion that functions as a stadium seat for tailgating. So of course they're not going to be full-size seats, but people definitely could be able to sit back there. So I'm not sure exactly how many passengers fit in the entire cabin, but I would say probably 6 or 7 maybe. But if you do think it's pretty cool that they're able to introduce that 3rd row and allow for more passengers in the cabin. Of course, you can't really talk about an electric vehicle without talking about the fact that they pretty much all do have autonomous capabilities. Now, of course, the Ram Revolution is no different. They do have a level 3 autonomous control with automated parking and self-leveling capability. So, not really sure what exactly that could mean, but seems like it could, you know, maybe park itself or self-level with the maybe air suspension that it has. I don't know if it's full on like autopilot like the Teslas have, but that would be kind of scary to see in pretty much any vehicle, to be honest. Even with a Tesla, I would be kind of worried to, you know, have the vehicle be able to drive itself. So It definitely does have autonomous capabilities, but not sure to which extent. Some more new technology that it has is biometric recognition. So basically it recognizes the user prior to entering the vehicle and automatically adjusts the cabin to the preferred settings. So basically, when you first enter the vehicle or even before you enter it, it recognizes your face and adjusts your seat to your desired position. It adjusts the actual driving mode to what you want. So, I think that's definitely a pretty cool feature. And of course, would save some time because you don't have to manually adjust the seat every time somebody else comes in to drive it. You don't have to manually adjust the settings to what you want. It just automatically recognizes your face, and it does it all automatically before you even step into the cabin. This new truck does also feature an augmented reality heads-up display in the windshield. It also has a digital rear view mirror, digital side view mirrors in the A-pillars, and it does have 28 inches of touchscreen space on the dash. So huge amount of screens. I think it has like 2 separate screens, 14 inches each, and I believe that is bigger than the actual Tesla iPad or like computer screen that they use. So really not sure why all these electric vehicles have such huge screens, but I guess each new electric vehicle has to outdo the previous one, so I guess we're just going to keep getting bigger and bigger with the screens. Now the bottom screen is actually removable, and it can be used throughout the truck for doing work stuff, or you can actually scan objects to fit in the truck bed. You can also control the powered vehicle features as well, all with that removable screen. So I think that's definitely a pretty cool feature for all the passengers to be able to use that screen as well. Now, with the whole biometric recognition system, whenever those people that the truck recognizes actually approach the truck, it'll automatically open the doors and project lighting onto the ground. Now, once those people actually get inside the truck, the cabin will adjust to the driver's preferred settings and drive mode. It also does have a feature called dynamic relax mode, which creates a relaxing atmosphere within the cabin and changes based on the occupant's location, time, season, and weather. Now, since the Ram Revolution EV is still a concept model, we don't really have any specifications on pricing or trim levels. But judging by the price points of the competition, such as the Rivian R1T or the Ford F-150 Lightning, we are estimating the Ram Revolution EV to have a starting price of around $58,000 for the 2024 production year. What's cool about the Ram Revolution is that since it is an electric vehicle, it doesn't actually have an engine in the front, so it does have additional storage capacity in the front where the engine usually would be. That front trunk actually does have the ability to open up to a little pass-through door to the cabin. And then of course the mid gate that separates the cabin from the bed also opens up. So with those capabilities, you are actually able to fit items up to 18 feet long in the truck. So all the way from the front trunk all the way to the back of the bed, if you utilize those openings, like the little doors that separate the front trunk from the cabin, and then the mid gate that opens up to separate the bed from the cabin, if you open up both of those doors, you can actually fit a, for example, a piece of 2x4 that is 18 feet long, and it'll fit inside the truck. The new Ram Revolution is also a dual motor and of course all-wheel drive pickup truck. We are estimating that the maximum driving range is 500 miles with a towing capacity to be around 10,000 pounds. Now, to be honest, I definitely don't believe those numbers. Maybe without towing, 500 miles could be possible, depends on driving conditions. But if you're towing 10,000 pounds, I definitely do not believe that you could drive 500 miles. I think I saw something online where the Ford F-150 Lightning was towing, and it only had a driving range of like 50 miles or something, when it's supposed to be around 500. So that really shows you, I really don't think that the electric powered trucks are able to, of course, have that longer range, especially if they're towing. That's the main reason of having a pickup truck, is to be able to tow long distances and actually haul things. For people who actually use pickup trucks for doing those types of truck things, something that you actually need a truck for, I really don't see those types of people switching over to electric. I think those people, such as farmers, construction workers, truck drivers, people who actually have to haul trailers long distances, those people are definitely going to be sticking with all the diesel powered trucks, because those trucks have the range, they have the torque and power, and of course capacity to be able to tow long distances and with heavy loads. So Ram says that the concept does use an 800 volt architecture that allows DC fast charging rates up to 350 kilowatts, giving it as much charging capability as the all-new GMC Hummer EV. Now, of course, the gas-powered Ram 1500 isn't over just yet, But the EV version is definitely a sign that they are planning to probably get rid of the gas-powered 1500 Ram. Now, of course, as we all pretty much know, the Hemi V8 is definitely going away after 2023, which is, of course, a very sad time that we are in right now. I'm not really sure what Ram is planning to do when they say that the gas-powered Ram is not over just yet, if, you know, they only have 2023 to continue producing them. I guess one thing that is possible is that they might introduce the new Hurricane inline-6 twin turbo engine for the Ram instead of the Hemi. Not really sure how that would play out though, because those are, I think they're supposed to be more performance based for the Challenger and Charger replacements whenever those get rid of the Hemis and Hellcats. So it's really going to be interesting to see where they go, but in my own opinion, I do think Ram is only going to electrification to keep up with the competition, such as Rivian and Ford and GMC. I really think that if nobody else was doing it, then I really think Ram would just keep putting out, you know, all the big V8s that we all love. You know, they'd continue putting the Hellcat into the Ram, just like with the TRX, of course. I even think that they would do a Hellcat Wrangler if they had the opportunity and weren't being, you know, if there weren't so many strict regulations from the government to push for electric vehicles. As for the power numbers, of course, since it is still a concept vehicle, we don't have any exact numbers from Ram, but of course, a number that I have seen is 580 horsepower as an estimate. So, you know, I would probably say somewhere around 600 if they are planning to have that 10,000 pound towing capacity. One thing that's also cool about the new EV Ram is that it is supposed to have four-wheel steering for tighter turning in the outdoors or in a tight parking space as well. And of course, it will continue to offer the adjustable air suspension that increases ground clearance for off-road use. And of course, it's also able to lower the truck to maximize highway efficiency and ease of loading. Now, according to Ram, the new EV truck can add up to 100 miles of range in approximately 10 minutes with 800 volt DC fast charging at up to 350 kilowatts. So I think that's definitely a pretty cool feature that you are able to add so much range in such a short amount of time. Now, as for my own personal opinion of the all-new Rem Revolution EV, you know, I really do think that it's good that they are offering this as an option, but we all know the reality that this is all going to replace the gas-powered trucks eventually in the future. Now, I don't know when that's actually going to happen, but with the way things are going now, I do think it's going to be within the next few years. They're already announcing the plan to stop the production of their Hemi V8s. So, you know, it's definitely a very weird time that we are in right now. But like I said before, I really do think that Ram, if they had the opportunity, they would Hellcat everything. They would put a V8 in everything, because that's pretty much the route that they seemed like they were going until we started to see this huge push for electrification and electrifying everything, basically. So, you know, I do think they would produce a Hellcat Wrangler. You know, they already put the 392 in the Wrangler, which is amazing. Can't wait to get mine. They put the Hellcat in the Ram already, and now they're taking a huge step back and electrifying everything. Now, like I said before, I really do think that the only reason they are electrifying the Ram is just to keep up with the competition, such as the Hummer EV, the Ford F-150 Lightning, and the Rivian as well. You know, I really don't think that this is a choice that they had. I think they kind of just had to do it to please the government and, you know, get ready for all the regulations that are coming in the future. We already know that 2023 is the last year for the Hemi V8s, so that's of course a sad time to be in. And of course, it will be replaced with the Hurricane engine inline-6 twin turbo, which is supposed to have more power than the corresponding V8 engine. But of course, just like you guys would probably agree, I would much rather have a lower powered V8 Hemi than a inline-6 twin turbo with, you know, 20 more horsepower, for example. So definitely a weird time. But back to the whole Ram EV, I really don't think that people who actually use trucks are going to be satisfied with the EV or even give it a try at all, because people like that know that they need diesel powered and gas powered trucks to actually do work, such as hauling heavy loads long distances like farmers and construction workers need to do. Those types of people who actually need trucks to do actual work, they're not going to be able to rely on an electric truck like the Rem Revolution EV or the Rivian or the F-150 Lightning. They need an actual real truck that has diesel power or gas power at least to have that torque and power and range to actually do all of their work. I definitely don't see myself ever getting into an electric vehicle. As you guys know, I do have a Wrangler 392 on order. So I definitely am sticking to my gas-powered vehicles, and I definitely am a V8 guy. But I guess one good thing about all these EVs being pushed is that more people are going to buy EVs and less people are going to need to actually buy gas for their vehicles. So hopefully that brings down the price of gas so the rest of us who actually have gas-powered vehicles can enjoy them more and for a cheaper price as well. So hopefully we see that coming in the next few years. Is gas prices going down? That would definitely be very cool, but of course, at the same time, it's sad that all the gas-powered vehicles, especially the V8s, are going away. So that's the end of my rant. I definitely hope you guys enjoyed this video on the all-new 2024 Ram Revolution EV concept. And of course, since I've been giving you guys weekly updates on my 2023 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392 factory order, figured I would also give you guys one in this video as well. So I did reach out to Jeep customer service. I reached out to my salesperson, and I also posted in a Facebook group for 392 Wrangler owners just to figure out what the deal was. And basically, my conclusion is that since I ordered mine in Hydro Blue, I think that's the main reason that mine has been so delayed and that there's such a holdup with mine specifically. I haven't seen any 23s being actually delivered that were a factory order. In the entire country of the USA, there's only one 2023 Hydro Blue with the Extreme Recon package that is for sale currently. That's brand new. Now, I don't know if that one was a factory order or not, or if that dealership just got lucky to get a super early one, but I have not seen any other 2023 Hydro Blue Wrangler 392s with the Extreme Recon package. So that's my conclusion after all my research, is that mine is delayed because I got a blue one. Now in the Facebook group, I did post just to get everybody's thoughts and see if I could get some insight on what's taking so long. And a lot of people have already received their 2023 392s. But for the people who ordered theirs in Hydro Blue, they've been waiting for the same amount of time as I have. Now, people who ordered a purple one, for example, they got theirs very quickly in just a few months. Same with other colors such as red, green, and Sting Gray. So, you know, that's my conclusion, is that just because I got a blue one, that's why it's taking so long. And of course, like I mentioned, I also did reach out to Jeep customer service. They just told me that the next step is for it to be scheduled for production and that the order has been confirmed. And of course, they did say that since it's been stuck on the same status for 6 months now, that they would refer me to a specialist. And of course, the specialist, you know, as you can imagine, didn't tell me anything different. They sent me an email the next day and basically told me the same exact thing, that they're going to monitor my order and let me know when the status changes, which I can easily do that myself on the Jeep website. Basically, just got to keep waiting. Hope it comes in here soon, in the next few months at least, because I definitely am super excited to get that thing, share some content with you guys about that Jeep as well. But like I said, I'm never planning to get rid of my XJ here. As you guys know, I definitely love this Jeep, and we still have a few things to do with this Jeep. Take it on some more exploring trips, take it off-roading, and, you know, just keep restoring it and preserving it. So, like I said, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I definitely want to hear your comments on the all-new 2024 Ram Revolution EV. So, drop your comments and questions down below in the comment section. And of course, if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure to drop those down in the comment section below. If you guys have any video suggestions for videos you would like to see in the future, also drop those down in the comment section below. And if you guys liked this video or found it entertaining, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.